Yeah, I know. It was kind of psychotic. Scared the. I'm like, dude, are you fucking following me?
Apparently. Somebody needs to clean out my trash can. Muhammad. Okay, search.
But yeah,
There you are, live. Okay. I'm on.
Okay, cool. Alright. I hate this trial so much. I have to do that one sword thing, and it's just annoying. So, let's do this. I'm pretty sure all the skills that I need I've already set, so. Let me see. I looked at my pet and I'm like, what's my pet doing? Why did I go to presents? Okay. Report card, that's what I was looking for. A 7 hope fragment. I have envious fluid. That might be worth it. There my boo-boo is. I think I'm good. What's you doing? Bored. It's a mugger boy. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Over to this. Alright. Trial has begun. Let's begin with the blah 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 blah. I already know what happened.
I'm not the main ingredient, right?
Whoever survives gets like a curry or something, and she's like, I'm not the main ingredient. That's what he says. Are starving by now? Yeah. Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry, yeah, is on the menu. I'm here today because Coach Nikamaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. Definitely not tempted by curry, got it? As she's drooling. Connie! You seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth. Hey, why don't we just try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding. I discovered Nekamaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower from Wanakuma, Taichi, and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me. Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night. I'd be like, yes, we were. We were having a threesome. It was a lot of fun. Imbecile, I am not some woman with flexible legs. Of course you're not. You're much classier than that. With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy. Akane! Just don't speak. You say the wrong thing anytime you speak. Oh my god. Anyways. We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together. And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body. The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over. We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck. So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that. Thinking we should have at least found some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone. Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House. What do you mean, definitely? There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly, so it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes. One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half. You're the cruelest one here. Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. This incident this time has many questions. The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions. Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon. Huh? Well, the weapon is obvious, right? Huh? Fucking Nagito, stop being a jerk and looking down at everyone. What the heck, you guys? The weapon. You can totally tell by just looking. You can tell what the weapon is just by looking? It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like the weapon was probably the hammer. But it wasn't the hammer, obviously. Because it had nothing on it. Unless they cleaned it. Nagito just looks like a dick again. The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime. That pillar, huh? No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him. No, I can't accept that the hammer was the murder weapon. Why not? Why can't you accept it? A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it, at least. But that hammer was clean, so that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon. Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later. Why? Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon. Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they wouldn't have discarded the hammer. You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta. Dang it, Kane. I love her so much. Baby gangsta? Me? Just so you all know, I was just trying to test you guys. I thought maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something. Seems that was a waste of time. Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru? That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon. Then how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right? The actual weapon has oil on it, but if it's something at the crime scene that had oil, it was the pillar, yeah. It was what Akane said, actually, for once. For once, Akane got something right. The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar. And that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar. Okay, that's wrong, but nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon. Why? We tried to move it, right? It's no use, it's barely budging. It's just when she tried to get it. Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar. Huh? Who are you talking about? Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy. So he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself? You mean Nekomaru killed himself? Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide. He's really not. He's very, like, positive about everything. Becoming a robot would have, like, freaked me the fuck out, but he was, like, all happy about it. Then even Nekomaru would have lifted that pillar. It has nothing to do with the case at all. Well, I guess you're right. God damn, Akane. What the heck? But it does bother me a little. That word suicide. By the way, the fourth murder of the killing school life was apparently ruled a suicide. Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide. But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of. There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it. Huh? For reals? Yes, for reals. I see, so my gut was right after all. Alright, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that the pillar was the murder weapon. Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go. Cracks me up. There's no need to lift that pillar. If the pillar was not lifted, eating him with it is beyond a dream. Whatever. Without tipping the pillar. What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed for his head and bullseye. Even I could probably tip it over. Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force. Sonia, you go, girl. I'm being hella excited. Oh my god. Okay, now we need to just like... Yeah, I know where the pillar... I know where it is. I just happened to miss it.
There's no need to lift that pillar. What about tipping the pillar over?
There we go. Consent. No, I'm joking. If Nekomaru is crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body. Huh? Fragments? The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead. I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened. I see. That was entirely my bad. The way she talks is hilarious. If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar? How much longer are you going to focus on the pillar? Just let it go already. There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar. Why are you so certain about that? I just have a feeling. Feeling, huh? That's just your instinct. But we can't say for sure that instinct is wrong, can we? Huh? There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You just haven't noticed it yet. Is that true? Then I shall ask you, what way is that? You guys are the same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent, and you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh. What did you say? Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you, so I guess I should lend a hand. Hey Nagito, what the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore? I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame. Huh? What do you mean? Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill. Well, first of all, the pillar is not enough. But what can combine with the specific island, there's no way it could be possible. A specific item? There is a way I meant to say. Of course, the ultimate weapon. Ultimate weapon? Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room? So, Nagito knows where the ultimate weapon is? Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know? We've seen it? That's right, you've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon. You're just annoying as fuck is what you are. Do I have to repeat what he's saying? It's really ridiculous. I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon. No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark divas of destruction. Sonya, really? I see. And then he gets all embarrassed. I love it.
I think she's got the hots for him.
Both of them. Like, I don't know if she has the hots up for him, or if she just, like, likes what he does, or, I don't know. It's just not cool together. I don't know why, but I'm not liking this. You're jealous. Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon? In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse. Huh? The secret of funhouse? You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? I forgot, except for Hajime, of course. I would fucking just smack the shit out of him. Like, I would just come over there, go to him, and fucking hit him as hard as I could on the back of the head. And just been like, shut the fuck up before I beat the fuck out of you. Except for Hajime? If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys. Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse. Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonya's beautiful voice is just so soothing. Faux show. I shall leave this matter to your discretion. The 2 houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. Oh, now he looks all happy. And Nagito. Oops, wrong button. They're actually the exact same place. And I missed it on accident.
It happens.
It's because I'm having to get the bullet. It's weird to say that they're both the same place. The walls are different colors, and there's also a thing on the wall, blah 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 blah. Okay. There we go. It's true, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the same place. I mean... Both of those towers, are they really the same place? Yeah, they actually are. But why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland? Hajime won't tolerate any sort of rebellion. I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was found in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall. That's because y'all don't realize this.
It turns.
Well, no, like, okay, so, yeah, because it does turn. But also, they don't understand the structure of the funhouse. They thought they did, but it's actually, like, completely different than what they thought. It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see, that could mean it could have passed to the exact same place, right? If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer? Does that mean he's wrong? Oops, I guess I've said too much. Fucking A, Nagito. If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again. Ah, fucking A. It's not her, though. That gets so annoying. I can deal with her. Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body. While we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we should have already been together that time, even if they tried to move the body inside the tower. And Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around. But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying that the broken pillar was moved too? If it is too heavy to carry, then let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, then let them eat cake. Here we go. We're gonna fight. Oh yeah, they finally got it right.
There are many
different ways.
The body and the pillar
The body and the pillar could have been moved. No, it could not have been rolled.
And Nekomaru
It was a decree that it was Monokuma's doing. Advance.
Body in the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Oh man, I fucking missed it. I hate this so much. Oh, did it again. Fucking A. Gotta quit doing that.
It seems you have forgotten.
Moving the body and the pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move all the oil on the floor. Huh? When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that simply is not possible no matter how you look at it. Then it's impossible to think it was moved. I'm terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up. It's alright. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch. So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building? We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower was a complete success. Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building. If they're not the same building, or two different buildings, then what are they? No idea, huh? This mystery ties into the secret of the fun house. But we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then the only thing we can really do is rely on the one person who has those clues. Hey, Nagito. I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine, I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse. Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint. But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it'll help me determine something. Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him? But how do you know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it. I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action. Other than the killer. He performed the appropriate action. The action that only Nagito did. It seems to recall hearing about it during the investigation. Life-threatening game.
You're talking about the final dead room, right?
You're talking about the final dead room, right?
You
cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right.
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small, conspicuous window waited all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery. Especially since we're supposed to be at the very bottom floor. Strange scenery. Instead of explaining it, it might just be faster to show you. And at an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room. You took a picture? Yep. Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket. See, this is it. And as he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture. Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of the Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird? The funhouse structure is what you guys have been thinking. Then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right? Yeah, the fact that we're on top of trees. Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture. Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time? What doesn't make sense in the picture? The fact that you can see all the tops of the trees is one of them, and you, like, are parallel to the fucking sky. You said this photo was taken from the, hold on, hidden room inside the final dead room, right? Okay, yeah, what?
So the layout isn't like one side and then the tower and then the other side.
No, it's not.
It's
Well,
actually the tower on one side, and then both floors are actually, one's on bottom, one's on top.
yeah.
So the tower will rotate not only 180 degrees, but it also goes up.
Yeah.
Or
So, yeah, that's it. Even though the structure is different, like I think it's a square, and then no, I forgot what she said it was, but they're different shapes too. But they did that to throw people off. Like, yeah. You said this, yeah, I said that already. If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House. Yeah, it should have been. Then this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angle suggests it was taken from higher up. I see. And is that it?
Because the compass can't tell if you're going up. So they only realized it was going 180 degrees, and that's it.
Yeah. The structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was. Grape House and Strawberry House should be linked tower in the middle. Which means if you're viewing it from the tower from Strawberry House, you should see the Grape House behind it. That's why it didn't matter that those chains were on the door. And then how they suddenly just disappeared. It's because Grape House is on bottom and Strawberry House is on top. That's how Nagito was able to get to those floors. Because remember, he went through like a hidden catch.
Yeah.
So that's like how he said he like just teleported there, whatever, because he's an idiot. And that means the killer went through the final dead room, because they were able to do the same thing by busting Strawberry House. You know, all the things to Strawberry House. Yeah, see how they're different. The shapes are different. That's another thing that threw it off, is because they literally made the building in this weird way. Yeah, and there's also a, fucking octagon. Well, not an octagon. I don't know what they're called, but whatever. I haven't done a geometry. Hectagon. What's 5? Whatever 5 is. Yeah. I haven't done geometry in way too long.
Dude, you were much louder last night than me.
Huh?
My husband said I was loud.
Yeah. Tell him to chill out.
He said
Alright.
to chill out.
Yeah.
He's got a stink face.
Oh.
He's
Okay.
being funny.
But in this photo,
But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all. That's right, good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and the Grape House is not behind the tower. It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye? You shut up, you idiot. From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you finally met the same requirements as me. I'm just glad I can deal with him saying that to him, because he does not, he just says the stupidest shit, and I'm just like, you aren't making sense. You provide nothing in this trial, so will you just shut the fuck up? Yeah. If you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. This is when I want to punch Nagito, though. Like, it's like, shut the fuck up, quit being such a dick. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue. I'd be like, dude, have I been helping you guys? Just me and Chiaki have been the only ones that come up with real shit. I'd be like, so I would shut the fuck up if I were you.
Well, I miss Kyoko.
Oh, I know. Kyoko would have fucking busted. Well, he would have probably liked Kyoko, so... Nagito, because she is a symbol of hope. For real, a symbol of hope. But... yeah. There's one person... Now he doesn't like everyone, except for... He likes the traitor. There's a reason.
That's weird.
I know.
Okay.
So... And it's really sad, though, because... Like, what comes up after this chapter 5, like, is because he used his luck for something and it didn't quite turn out the way it was supposed to. So it's just like, he thought, he was like, oh, I'm gonna get lucky and this is gonna happen, and it didn't happen. I was like, nope, it didn't happen. Just fucked everything up. Is he talking about that one time? Why, hello there, Hajime. Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up. You showed up. How did you even come here? Maybe I teleported. You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right? I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from? The top floor, right? Such sharp eyes, so you realized it already. The top floor, so the third floor? But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House. What does it mean? Was that thing just now another hint of figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the third floor. Using the photo he took, I might just be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright, let's do this. We already figured it out, so... And you've already talked about this. I don't remember how to do things. I didn't have enough speed. I was trying to remember how to fucking brake. How do you brake again on this thing? Oh. I hit the wrong button. Okay, there we go.
Oops. You fell.
Yeah, I know. That's because I was trying to remember the button. Then I was going too fast that time. Didn't hit the button in time. Did it again! What the fuck? I am not in sync with this. There we go. Okay. Ah! And then I get hit. What the fucker? What I get for not paying attention? Okay. Fine. Oh shit! Why the hell are they just like showing up out of nowhere? Anyways.
That is funny.
It just like showed up out of nowhere.
I see.
Oh god, here we go again. Oh shit, that was a close one. Oh my god, really? You just trying to kill me in this? Just like, oh here, I'm gonna show one, and that's it. No? Like, no? There we go. Alright, done. Which we already know. They're all it's a vertical build. I got it. I know the secret of the fun house. Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder? In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There's only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors. Same building, different floors. Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building. If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located. Above. On the top of Great House, that's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of the Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of the Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House. Oh snap! I never expected that the houses were connected vertically. Oh, why is she talking like that?
For sure.
But, I know, what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes. Strawberry House is 4-sided and Grape House is 6-sided, right? It never occurred to us it's the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon are related at the top of each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Yeah.
Sure did.
Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were separate, distinct buildings. In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look out the outside of the building when he brought us to it. You've just been Kuma'd. Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to become a full funhouse? Then it's true? The building was really like that? That's right, those two houses exist on different floors in the same building. Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge, how horrible. And what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses? Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower. However, if they're on different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places? Aw, your precious hammies don't know, but it's so simple. Alright then, maybe I'll be the one to solve this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia. Oh, I see. Do whatever you like. I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me. Ay, this is so annoying.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. Hurry up, dumbass.
Hurry up, dumbass.
One of the bodies in one of the towers.
One of the bodies in one of the towers
Is actually a dummy.
is actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It shouldn't be possible for... Yeah, I can't talk.
Magnificent Gundam!
You are magnificent, Gundam! No, no fair, you totally stole my spotlight.
So
which one was the fake body? Shut up, just pick one of them. Yeah, I missed it, I know. I hate because I have to go through so many fucking bullets.
Mm-hmm.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account. Huh? Me? It can be proven by his own account and he thought it was a dummy. Remember, when we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved, and that's when you said... Not just that, the parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too. Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Great Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how to take this his body apart, so they couldn't have built a dummy. Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story. Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. She's not joking. You are joking, right? It's alright. Kazuichi's not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken. I see. That is disappointing. I'm even more disappointed. However, if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer. The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on a different floor, maybe it was simply moved? The body moved to a different floor? You can't think of a device like that. A device that moves things to different floors in the same building? A device like that? Remember when we entered the funhouse from one side? How we couldn't enter it from the other? That device is just like that. If you enter it from a specific place, you can't enter it from the other. Device that transports things to different floors in the same building. And just like the tower, if you enter it from a specific place, you can't enter it from the other. I feel like I've seen that before. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, fuck you. That's the question. Oh, fuck. Fast. Damn it.
What's with the elevator?
Yeah.
Okay.
You must be talking about an elevator. What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator? Where the hell is this elevator anyway? It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right? So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other. Now that you mentioned it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open. I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator. Please, hold on. If in the insides of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the back door when you enter from the Grape Tower? And a picture of the grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower. To confuse you, you idiot. If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change. Plus, after the incident, the far back of the Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone. Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off. There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator? When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad. What did you say? So let's put aside what's changed and focus on attention on what hasn't. Why do we have to do that? It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common? That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about this stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact that they were all moved with an elevator. The only thing that these have in common was they were on the floor! Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change? And? Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it. There's something unique about the elevator. The doors changed, but everything on the floor stayed the same. That means only the floor moves. So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved. Only the floor moved? Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw two different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design. Then, where did different floors lead? I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show. They are. Just for show? Why was something like that necessary? So we falsely believed that the doors were connected to where their pictures signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure. I don't get it, but I guess it means that whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality. Did you hear that, Mon Ami? Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself. And I'll take responsibility and gently caress you. Swoon? Really? Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes. By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in the Grape Tower mean? It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible. Why? Because of that chain, you guys thought you couldn't enter there, right? Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on Strawberry Hall's side, the door won't open as long as the chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all. Huh? The killer destroyed Strawberry Hall button, so we stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence so we wouldn't find out the secret of the fun house. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower. They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that? Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building? Yeah. It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this fun house is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekamaru. Hold on, you're progressing too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure. What a pain. It's fine already. Gundam, please proceed. God. You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other? I see, now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter. Not important, though. If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Actually, no. It goes around the building. Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is in the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is in the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposites of the tower. Answer me, fiend. What does this mean? What does this mean? Sonia, shut up. I agree. What does this mean? Quit taking up for the dumbass. If the two towers are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. In fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? Damn it. It'll take me forever again to get to the damn thing. Two houses are connected vertically. Oh no, it took... The elevator should move vertically, not horizontally. Boom, bitch. Fuck you. Sorry. I fucking hate him so much. Like, now I remember, like, I couldn't stand him. I wouldn't even talk to him unless I had to. Like, I would just ignore. I would not talk to him at all. If I saw him somewhere, like, you know, when we were discovering places, I wouldn't talk to him unless I had to. Because he's just annoying. He says the stupidest shit. Okay, sorry. Elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi? Huh? Me? Come on, you used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right? All that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees. Rotated 180 degrees? Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right? And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House. An elevator that rotates when it moves. Is even that possible? It's like something from an amusement park. Well, a fun house is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun. That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman. You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear, so I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans. So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru, and how'd they combine it with the pillar? You still guys don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know? What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet. Oh my, I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily. It's 8-sided. Well, octopus have 8 legs. Yeah, 8-sided shape. If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right? I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable. I would go back around and then hit him as hard as I could on the fucking back of the head. I would just be like, you know what? Go over there, punch him. That's what you deserve. I can kick your ass. Shut the fuck up. And then go back over to where I was supposed to be. I guess I should continue listening. Where is this place befitting of the name Octagon? Place befitting of the name Octagon? Grape House is 6-sided, and Strawberry House is 4-sided. Neither of them are 8-sided. But when you combine those places, a certain place would become 8-sided. I don't remember what this one was exactly. Oh, yeah, right here. Which is weird. You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room. Why is that place the octagon? You know how the four-sided strawberry house is on top of the six-sided grape house? If you cut a four-sided shape out of a six-sided one, you get 8 edges, because of an 8-sided shape. That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the octagon is in the secret room, is the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons. Then the ultimate weapon was there too? That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon. Sorry. Learned? The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the fun house. Yep. Which means the killer used the building structures as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill, making use of the building structure. The funhouse accepted the weapon, so they killed using the building structure? That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. And more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon, such a spectacular crime. This belt.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh god, here we go. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon. What'd you say?
I said not gonna lie, that is pretty smart to do.
Yeah, but still, you have to think about how you would get Gundam down. Like, not Gundam.
He's the killer.
What?
Gundam's a killer.
He is?
Oh. I'm guessing it had to be one of the men then.
Yeah, it was.
So it's Gundam or the Yakuza.
No, it's Gundam.
Thought so.
How you got it, how he did it is
Bye-bye.
because of his hamsters. His hamster was able to, like, crawl up and push the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. That's what, like, yeah, that's what it really was. Because, like, that's what really got you, is because it shows, like, in the thing, you know, it shows how, like, an example of how the hamster was able to push the button on the door to make the thing come up, remember? And so that's how they, like, prove it was Gundam, because, like, he could have just sent one of the hamsters and pushed the back of Nekomaru and made Nekomaru fall asleep.
Oh, Sonia's gonna be sad.
Oh, fuck. No, I'm just glad he's gone. He's so annoying.
Yeah, I know.
The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon? What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that? Why, hello there. I thought of a new bad word to call mon ami. I can tell I won't be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. I already used to insult and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. Mon ami is seriously stufatly. That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stufatly, huh? Tisk tisk, that's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet scream attack incorporating all three of these would be, ta-da, stufatly. What? There's a fat hidden in there? Okay, everyone, all together now. Mon ami is a serious stufatly. Whatever.
Poor Mon ami.
I know. I feel sorry for her.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I hope your day is well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. And my heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have the laid-back somewhat attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out, for various reasons. And just like I said each time, don't forget to save frequently. Chucky. I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon.
Oh well.
Oh well, let's just press on ahead. I love it. She's like so like profoundly like, what the fuck? And then she's like, oh well, who cares? I'm just like Chucky.
Okay, let's go with it.
I know.
Whatever.
I'm just like Chucky. I wish I was like you. Is it really all right to accept the situation so easily? I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekamaru's murderer? That is it really okay to believe the building is a weapon? Nagato said it, you know. There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either. What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying? He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark. Retract? He has, because he doesn't like them anymore. I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself. You say such falsehoods, per usual. There's no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires, even one as diabolical as I, would avoid such actions. Says you. I see. Nagito's like, you're the one that did it. Why the fuck are you saying this shit? It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out what killed Coach Nekamaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know? Akane, you're drooling waterfalls. Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not. Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it? How they killed Nekamaru? It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think? Nekamaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged, as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. If he was beaten senseless with a blunt object, well, whatever. I messed up that whole entire sentence. I don't care. So what was Nekamaru's cause of death that also utilized the building structure? He fell. But they had to do the spurt away. That's it. I think he might have died from falling. Died from falling. If the funhouse's secret is that the structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made the use of the height and caused Nekamaru to die from falling. Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from? It's true, you couldn't have put, like... That, I don't know yet. Don't just make up things when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place? It might be possible in the tower, huh?
So he sounds pretty suspicious.
Yeah, he starts getting like... Yeah. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator was on the 4th floor.
Did you forget how the
elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open. Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell. Yeah, they did it a certain way, though. But my gut is going crazy right now. Nekamaru died from falling. Where did the killer shove Nekamaru from? I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident. I need to solve that mystery next. Yay, it's finally on the right one. When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor, huh? If it's impossible to shove up the victim from there, then how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 1st floor to the 1st, and made use of the drop. I can't... Hold on, you said the elevator had a sensor? There's a moving object inside. He was asleep. The sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekamaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything. Could it be his sleep mode? When Nekamaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have been noticed him, right? I see, so that's how. However, even if they moved the elevator in that matter, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from, yes? That's what I thought of, what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me. Silence, pest! Now you're calling me a pest? Way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what way could that be? Oh yeah, it's the right one again. Sorry. Makes me so happy when I don't have to change it. If you are arranged in a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator. So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right? The arrangement argument is the hammer is suspicious. No, honey. Isn't it about time we went over that pillar again? What about the oil on the floor? Oh yeah, that was it. Let me tell you about it. The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious. Consent! Sorry. It gets me with the consent. Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire. Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru? The tip of that wire was tied to the loop. The elevator moved while that looped part hung from the doorknob. If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in mid-air. That's right, he was suspended in mid-air. Huh? The killer tied up Nekomaru with a wire while he was in sleep mode. They tied the tip of the wire to a door knot and hung it on the doorknob to the floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the floor to the first floor of the grape house. I like how he has a bubble coming out of his nose. And suspended Nekomaru in mid-air. Oh no. That's right, he was so well hung, kind of Remember when I said that too? Like, I was like, look at the way his pants punch up. You better not finish that sentence. Remember though, when we first met him, I was like, yeah, okay, anyways.
That is hilarious. So
I know.
Well. I just
so
got it.
well hung! The killer took advantages of the elevator's unique feature, only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death. No, this one isn't the hard one yet. I'm not at the hard one yet. So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that. Why? Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because even if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall. I hate this so much. If they suspended Nekomaru and... I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to try to do this. And don't even have the right. I thought I had...
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? He was sleeping. There's no way he could have
I missed it. Will you stop going so crazy? Okay. There we go.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru...
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair? What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up? He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it's armed, it would deactivate his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru. If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why... If something like that were to happen to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that. And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it was easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right? But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right? He fell because the entire doorknob came off. When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off. Was that unexpected for the killer, too? Well, that's probably it. They knew it'd leave behind evidence like that. They would have at least tried to do something to cover it up. The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... yeah, he's very strong. He tried to break the doorknob, remember? That's really what it was. Then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find. I see, so that's how Nekomaru fell to his death. Do you finally understand now? Yeah, it appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. It makes me feel bad. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so. Oh god, he gets turned on. I forgot. No, I believe you gave your all. Hey, why are you teasing me anymore? This guy, he gets off on this. So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right? It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I can think of happened is he collided with the pillar. Cola came out of his eyes. That's really an answer. When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it? Finally, the pillar! Kane's like, yes! So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was all over the place. See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right. Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or it was just a coincidence. At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer. And what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there... Hold on, baby gangsta.
Baby gangsta.
I love you, Akane, so much. Stop calling me baby gangsta.
It's kind of funny.
She forgets names, so she just comes up with useful nicknames. What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was for 7:30 a.m.? You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning. Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m. And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 alarm went off. It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7? That's what I want to know. Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. That's because they changed the clocks. Duh. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction. Dun 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 dun.
You're fine. It's about time I get to hear the music.
Contact. We were headed for before 7 a.m. I don't remember. Nekomaru died because of the alarm, right? The time of the death and the... I don't know what he was going to say. One of those must be an illusion. Pillar probably did some tampering. And messed with the clocks inside Nekomaru's chest. beep it up. That's what it sounds like. It's weird. That's exactly what it said. Like, there's a guy saying that. It's really funny. No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with. So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock? Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the right one that got tampered with. The clock inside Grape House? No, I checked all the clocks inside the fun house. Oh, that was what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks. And because of that, I can confidently declare that all clocks had the same time displayed. There's no possibility that the time was tampered with. Then we must have doubted the human's testimony. That human's testimony. That's what he sounded like. Please believe me, we are not lying. Then maybe it's just a misunderstanding. I like how he gives in to Sonia, but I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food. This time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. I'm thirsty. Where's my child? There he is. Hey, Bubba. What? Oh, Jamal. What's he doing? What's he doing? He's sleeping underneath the table. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Oh, God, I woke him up. That was a bad mistake. Now he's coming for me. Hi. What are you doing? Are you just gonna stare at me? Yeah. You just gonna stare at your mother? Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you because I'm not begging you to come up here. Yes. You turd. You was mama's turd. He jumped up here.
That's funny.
He's like, love me. Love me. I love you. Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Which clock was messed with? How was it messed with? And why didn't we realize it? Think. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Baby, I can't love on you right now. Although you is precious. I love you too. Will you move your tail though? Ah, damn it, I missed it. The time in the building. Yeah, stay right here. Sorry, sport. I'm sorry, child. Came to get loved on in a very inopportune time, sport.
Right.
Oh, he got down. He got mad.
It's like, okay.
Damn it! There we go. Sport! Boo boo! Oh, well, that brought us back. That was close. Wow. Oh shit. Well, that wasn't fun. I love you. Sorry, Mom is not paying attention. I didn't think I was gonna make that. Because I didn't have enough drive to make the jump. Sport! I'm gonna go eat. Alright, I'm done. They changed the time in both houses! I don't know why, but... Okay.
Inside the building. Isn't that
You
right?
said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right for you, Hiko?
Yeah.
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time. But what if all those clocks have been messed with? Sport! What? All the clocks? Sport. Don't be mad at Mama. Sport. Boo-boo.
He's got an attitude.
He's ignoring me right now. Baby, are you gonna come over here now? Yeah. 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 Love you. Oh my dad's your boy. Okay. So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it. I see. So the killer messing with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks. So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that. This is truly fantastic. Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off? She's right. That's the main problem. How much... Hold on.
You're good.
There's somebody yelling outside.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't
Make sure the doors are locked.
Well, baby, jump up here. Don't beg. Because if I try to pick you up, you're just gonna run. Come on. Come on. Oh god, you're such a turd. Alright, how much was the time off after the killer messed with the clocks? There's something that could be used as the standard for measuring time. That should be the clue. Alright, I need to find that. I'm going to reach the truth in one go. Oh yeah, it's on the right one. Come on. The time in the building was all messed up. There we go. We can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock. The time of death. It's clearly 7:30 a.m. The problem is what time would 7:30 be? And our time. Are there any clues that might be used to narrow that down? If only I had heard the sound when it fell. Consent! Sorry. That's just really funny.
It is.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
Rumbling? I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell? Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound. We heard that noise too. It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia? Oh, well, that sound everyone heard. I did not hear it at all. That's because you had a well-insulated, soundproof thingy. Huh? You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping. I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs. There's nothing wrong to worry about. What's important is the rumbling noise anyway. If we use that rumbling noise as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off. I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning. Huh? You can tell? I instantly woke up and left my room, and that's when I saw the clock in the lounge. Excellent work, Akane. That rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30 a.m. It's like the answer to how much our time was off 2 hours. Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30. If we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours. 2 hours? That much? We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed. Plus, the funhouse has no windows, and there weren't any Monokuma announcements either. However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time? The reason is obvious, so they could lure out just Nekomaru. Lure out only Nekomaru? You messed with the clocks and used a specific thing. You definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means. That's messing with the killer. The killer also used a specific thing. They were trying to lure only Nekomaru, then that suspicious thing. I mean, only Nekomaru would have known what time it actually was, so the specific thing was Monokuma Taichi. That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Taichi activity this morning. How did they use it? We were required to go Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they messed with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us? We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time. That's right, in doing so, the killer was able to lure him into the tower by himself at the precise time. Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning, and if I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yep, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Taichi right on schedule. I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words. Too early. He didn't even ask you yet. Jeez, how outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Taichi. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped. When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time. Aw, geez, that's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that? Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault? Wrong, too bad. Liar, I'm right. The show that I'm watching is almost like the series finale is like in a couple of episodes, and I'm so upset.
Was it Grimm?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been watching it a while.
Oh, there's 6 seasons and there's 22 episodes, and all the seasons except for the last one. So, yeah. And I only watch it at night. Like, during the daytime, I just play, like, I've been playing Criminal Minds because I've seen it 5 million times. So I just do other things, like play on my phone or whatever. So
yeah, I've been watching Grey's Anatomy in the daytime.
Yeah, I've
never seen it before. So
I've been watching Criminal. I don't like Grey's Anatomy, but I love Criminal Minds. I can watch it over and over and over again.
Criminal Minds too. I watched that when I was pregnant with Serene, and then I haven't watched it since. So.
I haven't seen it since it's been a long time. I think the last season, this season, which is season 15. I think I stopped watching around season 9 or season 10.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I love Spencer, so I'm just like, I love that show so much. Okay. That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this. Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we just found out how the killer lured Nekomaru. Sorry, that was just funny. Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. The number of suspects has drastically decreased. Huh? Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar. You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next. Huh? What the hell do you mean? You witnessed Nekomaru going towards the tower. Did something else happen after that? Are you talking about that alarm? Alarm? A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry Hall lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it was. Nekomaru died when the rumbling happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is a prime suspect. Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time? I remember now. sound was so loud, I couldn't help bolting from my room, and there was one guy who never left the lounge. I'm sorry.
Did I hear somebody yelling?
No. The yelling stopped.
Okay. I thought I heard.
I think there was just somebody, like, on the phone being very loud.
Okay.
We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that the bastard never came out of his guest room. Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell. Who is it? Who's the bastard? It's whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? That's Nagito. The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito? That's right, Nagito wasn't there. It doesn't matter because the trap was already set up, so it wouldn't have mattered if they were there or not. I don't just realize that, but whatever. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko. You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you? He's just like, will y'all shut up? If that's the case, where were you? Please, say something. If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you. If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't. You couldn't? What do you mean? That's merely the foolish talk of the week. Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound. You couldn't. You're definitely fucking lying. However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it. Taki didn't. To be honest, it's not just them. Same goes for me too.
Oh, because they had the upgraded rooms?
Yeah, they had the upgraded rooms. They were soundproof, so they wouldn't be able to hear it. Huh? I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all. Couldn't hear it? What does that mean? You still don't know? Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm pretty sure you'll figure it all out. Yeah, Akane's not the smartest person. The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise were Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The secret is what these three have in common. The guest rooms, yeah. If that's the case, we'll be able to figure out what they have in common. Am I really gonna have to... Seriously? Fuck you! Fuck you! I really hate this. Huh?
So I wonder what we're trying to spell. The
rooms they had.
Oh, deluxe rooms.
Remember, they were soundproof, they were really nice.
Yeah, I just didn't know what we were trying to say. Like, I knew they had the other rooms, but I didn't know they were called, like, deluxe.
No, don't bump. That was an accident. I didn't mean to do that. God, there's a lot of accidents. That shit. Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki, the three of you were staying in the deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are... The guest rooms are divided by quality or grade. The deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air installation. Yeah, and the rest of the rooms are crap. Okay. The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise. That's right, it was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that? Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent? Oh my god, I would smack him so much. I literally would just beat the fuck out of him. Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer? Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to where the killer is? Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer. Decisive factor? Somehow, I feel like I understand what Nagito means. I think about the features of their guest rooms. That person's actions are clearly strange because that person might be the killer. Hold on, let me think real quick.
You're fine.
Trying to think of who was in each room. Oh yeah, he was in the deluxe room. Gundam was in the deluxe room too, so how could he have heard what was going on? And then like Nekomaru was in the standard, and then Uyuhiko and Kazuichi were in the crappy one. So that's how you find out that he's the killer. That's what. Now that remember. That's what it was. Okay. Sorry, I had to think about that. Is that what it means? Gundam, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry Hall Lounge, you rushed over there too, right? What's wrong with that? The bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night. It is the universe's providence to stop it. Shut up, you fucking... Why were you able to hear it? Hear what? I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in the deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm? Huh? Now that you mention it... Gundam? There's only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in the deluxe room, you still went to the lounge, am I right? Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right? Gundam probably couldn't return to this room because of Fuyuhiko. Me? After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while, am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? You were in the lounge for that long. The killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back. Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm inside in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance. Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with wire. In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower. And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. In their original plan, the killer should have returned to the room before the alarm when the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge. Which means they wouldn't have had heard the alarm or rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room. Just like us. The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe room. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi. Because I was in the lounge. So the killer couldn't go back to their room and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm. Yeah, this is just the loud noise stuff. But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down. If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden. Those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned. That would have been ideal, but ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed. Gundam, please, can you at least say something? And answer me this, including myself and my 4 dark divas of destruction. How many ears do we possess? Oh my god. Huh? The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist. You can't hear through fucking hamsters, you dumbass. Is that your argument? You bastard, do you understand the situation you're in right now? Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. Look at he's freaking out. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple. Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect? And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part. I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with a majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer. Hold on a sec. You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know. Hey, what do you mean the class trial is just the opening act? Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Like that, okay? Seriously, let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health. Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? Huh? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something? Well, let's just leave that fun for later, and finish this opening act already. You said opening act again! Please hold on, we have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal. But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore. Gundam! I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny that the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the very beginning. Since the beginning? Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway? I see, the contact elevator was broken. As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape Tower. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House. And what's wrong with that? If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House. However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong. Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided. You have learned your lesson, pitiful humans. You cannot overcome this contradiction. Actually, you can. You knew about the fucking... You went into the dead room and you knew about the goddamn little passageway, so... That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. The elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. What the fuck? Why didn't it work? No, wait. Your assumption collapses. That was the wrong thing anyway. Unless the elevator was broken at Grape House. So the killer cannot return to Strawberry House. Since I was at Strawberry House at the time, there's no questioning the following crime is impossible. Would have been different if he had an accomplice. If there's a secret passageway. Oh my god, why won't it let me get it? Blah blah blah. Fucking A. I think I got annoyed with this too.
The only means of travel, as long as that your assumption plus the elephant broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot...
Since I was at Strawberry, there's no question that the following would have been different if they had an accomplice.
There was a secret passageway.
Damn it, it won't let me! Fuck!
Why is that?
I don't know, it's just like...
That elevator, the only means of travel, as long as that your assumption plus the elephant broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot...
Since I was at there's no question that the would have been different
if there was a secret passageway.
How much
What? It's because it's not zeroing in on it.
That elevator, the only means of travel, as long as that your assumption plus the elephant broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot...
Since I was at Strawberry, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they hadn't... if there was a secret passageway.
Why is it not doing it?
Why don't we stop this already?
Maybe I should have gotten that skill. I didn't realize this was going to be really annoying.
Since I was at there's no question that the would have been different if they had an accomplice.
There was a secret passageway.
I didn't mean for that to happen either. Trying to do this and it's just like not letting me because the way it's the way it's
Since I was at there's no question that the fault would have been different if they had an accomplice.
There was a secret passageway.
it still didn't work. What the fuck?
Oh my, that's odd.
I don't know, but it's getting on my nerves.
The only means of travel, as long as that your assumption plus the elephant broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot...
Since I was at there's no question that the would have been different if they had an accomplice.
There was a secret passageway.
Got it! Finally! Jesus Christ!
Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel.
Got it. Jesus, that was annoying. Sorry. No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator. Such a method does not exist. Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method? Looking all self-righteous and shit. Nagito, you should know. Huh? What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right? Nagito, why are you here? I love it. Because I showed up. There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of the Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right? Jeez, once again, I let the reserve corps show off. I would fucking... Seriously, I'd be like, dude, you're only in this. You don't have a talent either. You just have the lucky thing. That's it. You're not special in any other way, so shut the fuck up.
You're just lucky, and it's nothing to do with you, what you do or can
Yeah,
do.
I'm like, you're not the ultimate of anything else. It's not that great.
You have a
But you're-
power that's not even something that you do yourself.
Or you can control, yeah. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is the first floor of the Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down... Surprise, surprise. I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of the Grape House. Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected? Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want. They used that secret passage. They could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted. This is like coming to the point that I really hate. Yep, here it is. It arrived already. Oh, fucker.
What if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead?
There's no way they didn't know. That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicious. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny. There's no way I can stop. What did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I'd be like, dude, shut the fuck up. Alright, this is the, like, thing that took me forever. And I have to... Okay, cool, it's on wire. That's what I need. Like please. God damn it. All the shit is so fucking annoying. Oh, damn it. If when I run out of things, it's like won't let me do it anymore. I told you it's a pain in the ass. I'm doing better than I did last time, though.
I already proved the secret passage exists.
Success.
I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon. Know the limits of your own reasoning. That was a... Oh, I hit it. Damn it!
Know the limits of your own reasoning.
Oh, damn it! Didn't mean to hit it again.
You keep cutting your own words.
At least it wasn't like the last time. Got it. Last time it took me forever to do this. I got it this time. Didn't take me forever. The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body. The hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all items that weren't in the funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them? The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains, too. Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon. Yeah, you fuckhead. So die. That's the case. They obviously know about the secret passage too, right? It seems this is the end. Normally, we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on the opening act, so I'm going to end this right now. Hey, what are you? First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to the Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meet-up point. They tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it was obviously tempted at the place. Oh god. The surprise, Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival. Hold on, if Nekomaru didn't go to the Strawberry Tower, what would have the killer done then? Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties, but even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They could just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happens and come up with a different plan. And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all. I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to the Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight heads-on with a robotic Nekomaru. So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. Hold on. You know, what did you say? That I didn't battle? What's wrong with that? Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. I cannot ignore those words. Why are you angry all of a sudden? You fools do not understand. You don't understand at all. You make me laugh. After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all. I don't understand anything. What does that mean? It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish! What do you intend to do? It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusionary assumptions. Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue? Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him. It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru. It's even more difficult if it's one-on-one situation. Just as I thought, truly frail, succumbing so easily to this simple argument. It was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations. That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong. Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I am satisfied. Listen well, I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power, and as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade the human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet. Yeah. I guess you really don't want to admit it. Then, just as you requested, I will provide an argument that'll leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Here we go. Fun stuff right here. So stupid. I just wanna... so happy when he's not around anymore and I don't have to talk to him.
I bet.
I probably would have, like, at this point in time, and I think it's because I've been around him so much, like, I hate him probably more than, whatever his name was.
Teku.
Yeah, that dude. That's not it, though. It's something else, but whatever.
Taru,
yeah.
Taro,
yeah, that's
it took 3 attempts, but we did it!
There we go. Your hamsters. Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you had the power of the hamsters you keep with you. Thank you, I would have said hamsters too. Just to piss him off, I would say hamsters. Ooh. Eventually. Okay. I just realized Emily wrote me back. Alright, wrote Emily back. Are you seriously saying he used his hamster to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck? Of course it'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it'd have been possible for Gundams. In fact, we saw it with our very own eyes, right? Emissary of evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come for you to lend me your aid. Pierce through Supernova Silver Fox Sandy. God, I hate She said all she saw was ultimate as the highest. Wait. Hold on. Sorry, I have to look now.
You're fine. Yeah, that's the one we were talking about.
Yeah. There must be a collector's edition of it.
Like an even higher one?
Yeah.
It only showed those 4 options.
Assassin's Creed.
There's a picture that tells you what's all included.
I know, but
in
it might have like a special $250 thing.
No, it doesn't show that online at all.
What's the Viking one called?
The
Valhalla.
Yeah.
Valhalla. That's the only one it looks like they have, anyways.
The 130.
The highest one.
130.
There's no collector, like. One. He's like, I know. Now she's. That's why I said I don't know if GameStop is. It's on the website, hon. Okay. She goes, oh! I think she got confused. Oh, she thought I meant like there was like a special like collector's edition, like, you know, with Borderlands and stuff. Like it has like a figurine or something for it.
Oh,
I'm like, no,
that would be cool.
That would be cool, but it probably would cost a lot more.
Yeah. I don't think it does, otherwise it'd probably be advertised at least somewhere.
Yeah, like I just looked up Amazon and Amazon doesn't have it. So that's why I was asking you, because I was like, well, if there is. I was like, this is the one I want. And she's like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah. I was like, that. She said, I was like, that's the one that I want to pre-order. Yeah, order. Hold on. She's right there right now. No. What? She shouldn't be there.
At the store?
Yeah, because she sent me a picture of all the ones that they're getting.
Maybe they have a special, thing they have to stock up for. They're trying to stock up before it opens. Get it ready, clean things and everything. That's possible.
Like, are you working?
Do you live at GameStop now?
No.
You should ask her, are you living
Because she
there?
told me she wasn't working again until Sunday, so I don't know.
Maybe she had to go and help somebody? I don't know. It's still really late.
Like, okay, sorry. Anyways. Choo-choo! But I don't care, I'm not talking. Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's handlers retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mekamaru and press the button on the back of his neck. How about it, Gundam? He's just laughing. Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it. Admit it? Did you say you admit it? It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine, then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon the foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. I plan on it. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands. Shut up, dude. Shut up. Thank you. Let's see. Pew pew. How did I get so damn far? Doot. Oh, that's not. Oh no, that isn't it. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. Nope, that's not it. Okay. I'm trying to think. That's very cool. No, that's not what? Or the loudness. I forgot. Damn it! Come on now. There we go.
In this case,
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in the Strawberry House from our group in the Grape House. Next, they lured Nekamaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. My ear itches, sorry. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparation, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secrets of the funhouse faster than anyone else. That secret being Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekamaru woke up and headed over to the Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko was at the lounge with coincident witness Nekamaru. What the heck?
according to Fuyuhiko
According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi began. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. I like how he's walking, like they have him walking like a robot. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of the hamsters, they were able to press the goodnight button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him mobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm to Nekomaru's chest at 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it to the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to the Grape House. Oops, didn't mean to knock that over. Oh shit, what did I do?
Don't know.
Sarah?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sarah?
Hello.
Okay. Accidentally got my thing upside down.
Oh, you're fine.
My
Don't
sound
worry.
box thing, and I thought I turned it all the way off on accident. After arriving at the Great Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor to the tower began descending. Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful. And placed a hammer on the floor to look like it was the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibis when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko saw Nekomaru earlier was still in the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. I would have just walked by him, and if he would have been like, "Oh, hey, what's going on? Oh, I had to go to the bathroom." Of course, then they would be suspicious, I guess. Either way. The lounge's walk clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the clock alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of the wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. It crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. This someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you. Because you're annoying and I want to punch you in the fucking face.
And now you're a dick dude.
Yeah. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well. Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself. I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru. I cannot believe something like that. You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it. Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tana... whatever. My beloved deadly foes. Let the voting time begin. I would be like a Kane, like, except I'd be right beside him and I'd fucking hit him in the face. Hey, I made an A. That's surprising.
Good job.
Yeah. This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen of the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? But please pull the lever. Crap, I bit my tongue at the most important part. I hate Monokuma, but at the same time, he can be really fucking hilarious. It's a guy you love to hate. There you go.
Or hate to love.
Something. Bye, Gundam, you annoying piece of shit! It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka. Well, I can't talk. Yay, I said all that without biting my tongue. Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's just do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish yet until we hear it from Gundam. No matter what I say, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like. Why do you want to know to talk to the one who has lost? Whatever. The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something. Is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct? You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh? Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died. Lost and died? If he was just trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that. What do you mean? Explain. Fine then. Then I shall reveal it all. Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse, and I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in this building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower, and this is what happened. Nekomaru and I was alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say is expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away, or even called for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death. A fight that risked life and death? He was serious, too. He gave it all to try to kill me. No, he didn't. Huh? If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself. Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that? Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru. This scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great. What a comforting atmosphere. That's a great line. And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me? I am the warlock, Gundam Tanaka, whatever. Tanaka, it's actually Tanaka. Heroes, lords of darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me, whatever. I need not cling to trivial reasons. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance. You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! That would be something he would never say. In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all my might. That would not be nothing he would... I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding it back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you've got. Nekomaru, need I? Your blood will drench the fountain of my empire. What? Why did you fight? We were all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. Yeah, dude, you wouldn't have lasted a second in him fighting him. He would have just grabbed you by the head and just bang. I would have just grabbed him, started just banging him against the wall. And been like, there, you're dead. Bye. However, I must say this, and Nekomaru is not a... He's not a, like, even though he has all that power, you've noticed he's not, like, cruel, and he doesn't misuse it, either. Like, I mean, him and Akane fight, but that's because that's what Akane wants.
They're training, too.
Yeah. And what, boo-boo? Yeah. So, he wouldn't have tried to kill him. He's just not that type of guy. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die? There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. Wait, are you telling us just to wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Huh? Do you mean that you'd rather die? Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. What, baby? However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up. Giving up on life, that is just an insult to life itself. Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog? Cannibalism? In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism. That is what it means to live. You say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself? If the world would consider that justice, then I will fight with that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life. I love you. It is a violation of the natural order. It is an arrogance of humanity. Are you saying you went all... Are you saying all that to try to justify what you did? But it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right? I don't think they really fought, but whatever. That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I betrayed you all, that is the absolute truth. But, even so... Don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh.
That belief is why you committed your crime. Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do Russian roulette too? Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well?
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that... Well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question. Just who do you think I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for your sake of fools. Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10 billion years. In my name of Pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin. Is you gonna lick Mama? Yay, got it. I have prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka. I don't know why I'm Please wait. This is all just too much. Please, Monokuma. Please help Gundam. Miss Sonia. Please, I beg of you. Sonia. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit such a noble as yourself. Gundam. Is it fine for a start for reals, right? Yes, I do not mind, however. What is it, my four dark divas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my fear dark divas of destruction, that is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end... Pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Oh my god, he's getting on my nerves. Let us laugh uproariously. As Gundam Tanaka, I shall stick my finger with my evil until the very end. I'll still stick with my evil, whatever. Open sesame, pandemonium. I shall fill hell with true hellfire, whatever. And he's laughing like an idiot. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time. Thank you for shutting him up. God, I cannot stand him. It's like, thank you. I don't have to even hear from him anymore. Thank you. This is hilarious. I do feel sorry for his little hamsters.
Mm-hmm. He can do magic?
No. Did you notice it didn't work?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. It was just imagining it.
Yeah, because he's a weirdo.
Oh, those hamsters and the fat one.
I like how all the little angel animals come and pick him up. Like, really? We're gonna take you with us.
To hell.
Yeah. I just feel sorry for his little hamsters. They loved him. I know. Gundam! No, no! Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then, what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that. Damn it. Damn it. So pissed off. I need to throw something. You all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit. Every last one of you. The biggest piece of shit is me. Damn it. Why am I so weak?
Oh.
It's such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
You are right. This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not, Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us. Oh my god, Sonia, you're an idiot. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that. So how long are you guys gonna stand around chattering? The class trial is over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that. Hold on. How much longer are you gonna keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he going to keep doing this? How long is this going to continue? Now then. Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food. Hold on a sec, that mood shift is too damn fast. Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right? She's certainly something else. But seriously, I'm starving. Then let's go back for now and eat. And then, after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want. And then, let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. With this, the class trial has come to an end, and once again we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished. I actually think I did this trial pretty quickly, considering all the stuff that I stopped while I was doing it. But despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial, but at that moment we were able to forget about the deep, dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Yeah. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. Before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information. I would have, been like, you're fucking lying. I guess they were too busy with other matters, or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this. This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all. Even if it costs me my life. For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this. Alright, Monokuma has arrived. Who summoned me? Yeah, now Nekomaru... Not Nekomaru, god. Nagito has decided to take matters into his own hands, which is fucking fantastic, and fight people. Just really, Nagito? The next chapter is very interesting. You go through, like I said, 2 free time events, and then it's nothing but a forward motion from there.
Really?
Yeah, you, of course, look at the next island. And then, like I said, you have 2 free time events, which is 1 day. And then shit starts to go down. Seriously. It's all story from there on. So, yeah. It gets good. Thanks for coming. Why is it lonely little Nagito? Are you all alone tonight too?
What's the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary. I see, so you can tell. Perhaps you found out who the traitor is? You know me well, is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. I see, so even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is gonna take a little more time. So why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally gonna confess your love? I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room. Oh yeah, what about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird? What's weird? Well, there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy, right? That's right. I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making. This file even contains information about the traitor. Wasn't that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder, could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? Nope, he didn't. What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that, right? He actually technically didn't. He put it together. He just... You know.
Well,
That's not my point.
right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that? Well, you're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Mon Ami after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing, huh?
No.
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation's lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know? Cooperation? Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right? Yep, yep. If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat, too. However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting. Obviously, that's a big no-no. I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you, too. Well, I knew you would say that. Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Just as I thought, you saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself and despair exist. Which is not how you should think of as hope, but whatever. You're right, you're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason. Well, no, it's not like him at all. He doesn't think despair should be used as a stepladder. He just is always positive about things.
Huh?
Reminds you? I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky. He is. Well, his luck is weird. He's not like Nagito. Nagito has good luck most of the time. Poor Makoto has bad luck and good luck that kind of just switch around on him. Like, it's hilarious because Junko tries to kill him by throwing a wrench at his head and he slips and falls. When they're like, are you there? Sarah? Sarah?
I was eating, so my mic was off.
Oh.
I'm here. I'm
Always
listening.
eat every single time where we play.
Because I'm trying to go to bed soon, so I can't be fast during the day. So when I wake up, I'll be not able to eat. So I eat now before we go to bed.
I really haven't even had dinner, so. Like, I've had. Yeah. I haven't really eaten much at all today. I had breakfast and then a little bit of lunch, and then that's really it. But. Hold on. Okay. But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this. Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky. Huh?
You don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? Can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope. And here he goes with the laughter. The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him. Hey, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Hmm? Who are you waiting for on this island? Huh? Looks like I'm right again. You definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island? Well, answer my question. if that's the case, if that person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting? Yeah, it gets fun after this.
$11 hours. 5 days. 11 hours. Okay.
7. So many interesting things happen. And I got this stupid earring. But yeah. Oh, the fun. The funness of it all. Take it you probably want to stop here, huh?
Yeah. I have to.
Let me